What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. The allergies are killing your boy right now. This is a live chat for those who are watching this later on and may not understand what's happening here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, John Hernandez. Peace, Marcus. The answer. I'm on my way out to watch the rest of the games. I had to go do my, pay my debts to society, spending quality time. So now I'm released from quality time. She thinks I'm such a gentleman. I just it's football Sunday. I really got to get out of here. But I want you to write down and remember that I was here. So now, what's good, Rodney? I would have walked out the Niners game too. You're like, why am I here? Why was he even there in the first place? Well, when it becomes official, then I'll talk about Broner versus Matisse. It's been Broner versus a lot of people, and we've never seen those fights, but it's always popped up. So, just like the Wilder thing, it'd be like, Wilder's finna fight this guy, he's finna fight that guy. You'd be like, man, that's good. That's good. Then the fight never happens. You're like, what happened? So, what's up, Lloyd? Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, what we're going to do here is start talking about things that need to be discussed. Rap and R&B. Y'all don't know how far it's sunk. And this is what I mean by oversaturation of music. When you guys keep coming with the same type of things over and follow the same trends, and you let the wrong people in, the blowback of them taking over your music. You saw the BET Awards, and you start seeing all these people that don't even rap get rap awards. I saw Bruno Mars win for R&B. Bruno Mars is your R&B artist of the year? When Bruno Mars is your R&B artist of the year, you gotta turn around and look at yourself and say, what the heck went wrong with R&B? There were great R&B albums out, but you didn't hear about them because those albums aren't promoted. But the people like Trey Songz and Chris Breezy, who can make great R&B songs, they know how to make great R&B records, but they don't know if they want to be rappers or they want to be singers. And they keep rapping about, singing about drugs and taking people's girlfriends. And that's it, over and over again. And then you looking like the rappers. And I'm like, well, I can't tell the difference between this R&B guy and this rapper. Now, I like Bruno Mars music. I don't have no problems with Bruno Mars. I'm just saying, see how they replace you. When you start seeing Macklemore and Lewis getting awards, for best rap duo, best rap albums. You can start like, what is going on here? You can't even win your own awards. No, there's people out there that are rapping. They want you to believe everything is mumble rap. It's not. And it's not that mumble rap is bad. It's an oversaturation of that. They're making it like it's the only rap that's out there. If you're not making that auto-tune mumble rap, they're not really promoting you. So they're making it sound like it's one thing only. See, hip-hop was a combination of different creativity, different styles. Somebody rapped with a Jamaican style, another guy rapped in a different style. Everybody had their own creativity. You have options. Now they limited your options and saying, if you don't sound like him, I can't put you out. So you got guys that's still out there, they're rapping, but you know what I'm saying? They not really being noticed. Now, some rappers that they just gonna rap they same way to the end, like Redman. He ain't gonna change. Some people, they know how to still be them and change with the times. You know, they modify with the times. And some people be like, look, I like my VCR. I don't need that DVD thing. I ain't replacing all my tapes. And I know people like that. They still got a VCR. That's it. They will only watch stuff on VCR. They do not like DVDs. They want a VHS, or they'll watch it on cable before they go get a DVD player. And a DVD player is only like 20 bucks. And you know, I asked them why. I said, well, why do you have a VCR, like, when you could have got the DVD? Like, what's the difference? I'm like, it's easier with the DVD. He said, man, DVD gets scratched. He said a DVD gets scratched. Look what they doing to my account, man. This is ridiculous. See how they got my screen all froze? Now I gotta shut it down and bring it back. I know. Now let's see if they got it fixed this time. Or they'll try to sabotage me again. Jeez. But they done threw my point off. What were we talking about? What were we talking about before we were rudely interrupted? Right, my friend owning the VCR. And I asked him, why in the world do you have a VCR and not a DVD player? And he told me, he said, man, them DVDs get scratched and you can't play them no more. They gone forever. Once they scratch, they done. You can't do nothing with that. And he's like, ain't nobody gonna scratch my VHS. So I could just watch them on my tape all day. Them things get scratched up and they done. Then you gotta go buy another. I'm like, that's a good point. So some people are stuck in that mode that they ain't gonna change no matter what. They gonna continuously rap the same way. Like, I don't want to see Big Daddy Kane trying to rap like Future. I don't even want to see that. I mean, it is what it is, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't have an outlet. Like MC8 right now got a mixtape out. It's some of the best rap bars I've heard right now has come from a song with MC8 and the Lady of Rage. The Lady of Rage spit the dopest bars a female rapper has spit since Sheetha. Period. It was easy. I'm like, that's rap. As soon as I heard it, I said, whoa, that's rap. She didn't have to have her booty out. She didn't have to have her breasts out. She didn't have to dress in nothing, and she didn't have to put her booty on the screen and make it pop and make it clap. She just rapped. And if you ain't heard it, go check it out. Montana 300 is a bar rapper. You know, he's more of a bar by bar by bar spitter. Montana 300, I mean, I tell you, he's one of the dopest out here when it comes to spitting those bars. You know, but it's formulating songs is where a lot of people fall into problems at. Like, if you just put him out there and he's just throwing bars, 300 can get it to you. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not here talking about, like, man, back in the days, we had it on lock. I mean, like, today, it's still rappers that's showing you they can spit. You know, you just saw Pap. Like, somebody told me this other dude, like, yeah, he was #1. I was like, dog, you ain't heard Pap? Freestyle? And just so happened, right after that, Pap goes right up to Hot 97 and dropped that freestyle. And everybody's a prisoner of the moment. It's all about who raps last. You know, and I'm like, Pap goes up in there again and show you how easy it is. Mixing current events, so you can never be like, oh, okay, that's some old, or it's just really thrown away. He mixed up current events and what's going on now and what's popping now on social media so you can relate to it and catch it. And he's so quick with it off his brain that people just can't understand it. But these are the best rappers in the game. You know, like, where are the avenues? Why nobody champion them? Where's they lane for advertisement? You know, the internet is what it is, and everybody's watching them on the internet. Why are they not? Where are they songs? You know, like, what's going on with them? Like, right now, Remy album should be out. There's no reason. I understood that they want to, like, milk that album that they had, but that album was subpar with her and Fat Joe. And it was all Joe's fault. You know, Joe just wasn't great on the album. Let's just be honest. Now, nobody was really talking about that album. Sheetha sold every single, and Sheetha's not even on the album. So Sheetha sold and was the marketing piece for that entire album. And it's even on there. Feel comfortable to give awards to people that's not doing anything, or that's not stars, R&B artists, records. And once they see you okay and champion it, it's gonna be a hostile takeover. You've seen Macklemore, you've seen all these people get your awards. You've seen strippers come get your awards. You've seen everybody come get hip hop and rap awards. So now that they got control of it, they can do whatever they want to do with it now. Yeah, it's just one big mess. They could be like, you know what? We got this new artist coming up. We can just give it to him. Next year you have somebody like Russ out there like, hi! BET Award for Rhythm and Blues goes to Russ. Best rap album, rap single is Russ. I mean, it's just the way it is, I guess. I'm surprised that people let it get this far so fast. Like, I thought like, okay, you know how something come and then it gets shut down and then something new comes out. They kind of let this go for a long time. It started with the auto-tunes, with the T-Pain thing, and it was nice, and everybody started doing auto-tunes. And you're like, whoa, what's this? Then that auto-tune started going into crappy auto-tunes, which sound like mumbling. Then people start trying to sing like the auto-tunes and start mumbling their words. Then people start slurring when they talk. Then they start rapping like that and try to sing like the auto-tunes. Because they ain't got the equipment. Then that became the new style of rap. People start walking around talking like that. It's just like if you go down south and somebody talk with an accent so much, you start talking like it. People start mumbling when they talk, because they've been listening to it for so long, they start to mimic it. Next thing you know, people are mimicking them, trying to do feature. Gotta be something, baby. Everybody knows something. You be like, whoa. Yeah, I guess the thing with notifications and how it work out here is sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. You blame Lil Wayne, I mean, it is what it is. People gonna do what they want to do. They gonna buy the stuff they want to buy, listen to the stuff they want to listen to. Now, can Lil Wayne rap better than Pap? No. All right, I'm over here trying to fix this. No, what Lil Wayne was able to do was make better performing songs. I would lose my mind if I lived downtown. Some people lust to live down here because the property value is so expensive to live here, it is crazy. And I'm like, who would want to live there? I would not want to live there. I would not want to live in no loft like that. It's crazy. I haven't noticed, but they've had females do stuff before. People are always looking for something to blow into and make a big deal about it. My boy going off about the Jaguars defense. They got like 5 interceptions or something. I'm like, I'm on my way there. I had to dress up like a human being today, go out in the world and handle business like a man. At the end of the season, they're going to want to fire the coach. Tomlin is going to be on the hot seat. Watch, that's how Pittsburgh works. My video keep messing up because for some reason they don't want me to tell the truth. When you start talking about music now, have you noticed ever since Leroy Cohen has been taking over with this YouTube music thing, anytime somebody starts talking about music, it's always some problems. If you ain't out there kissing up to somebody, you got major problems on your hands. Well, don't get your hopes up too much on the Rams. The Rams are decent. They have a lot of problems getting in the end zone. They leave a lot of plays on the field. No, rappers are very paranoid human beings. They're very paranoid about their career. They feel like, oh my God, if my chick did that, she slept with a dude before. It's like, that was before you. Oh, that's gonna make me look bad. I gotta break up with her. Oh, I can't be walking with him. Wow, he got beat up last week. Oh, that's gonna make me look bad. They're very paranoid about everything. Somebody just made a video about you on YouTube. What'd he say? Oh man, we gotta get him. You see, living in that paranoia state, you reacting to something you can't control. If you're not comfortable being you, you're not going to be comfortable making music. You're going to want to make what's hot. And once you make what's hot, you've already failed. Because your song sound like his song. You'll be like, yeah, but it's hot though, right? Yeah, but it sound like a Future song. Yeah, but it's hot though. You're not making you. You're making else is saying it's hot right now. You're not trying to create a buzz and a following based off you. Hip-hop isn't dead. Hip-hop is just doing what it normally does. It's sitting dormant because it's not moving. Like, it's not getting to the people where it needs to get to. Like, there's songs out that we wouldn't even know because you can't go to the record store and buy music anymore. You got to go to where they sell food and stuff to get records. Ain't no more Sam Goodies, all the record stores, all the mom and pop stores. They used to make sure the music got to the people. You can't even do that. You gotta download everything. You gotta download a mixtape. Not a lot of people want to download stuff, man. They don't feel like going on the internet and downloading stuff. They're not into all that technical stuff. So they won't even know about it. I'm like, I do not have Spotify. I do not have... What do I need to go with others that I need to be looking out for? I mean, really, I haven't liked the Beyonce song since Drunk in Love. to be honest. I'm telling you, if you want to sleep with your girl and get her in the mood, play that movie. What's that, Beyond the Lights or whatever, that R&B movie. But you see Method Man, who's out rapping Method Man right now? Method Man can out rap 90% of the people that's out right now. Wu-Tang got a song right now with Redman that's better than 90% of the songs that's out here. But it's not being pushed. So they won't win on an award. You got 65-year-old Jay-Z saying basically a bunch of nothing. But they push the narrative of as if he's like saying something like, wow, no one else is saying this. It's like, have you not heard Life is Good? I mean, any Nas album, there's been plenty of people saying this stuff. And he's not really saying that. He's just going over stuff that we already know. The beats is what carried the album more than the lyrics. It was the beats. Man, them beats was, man, that's straight soul sound, No ID Chicago, you know, and that's Kanye's mentor, so, you know, that was a whole shot at Kanye, you know, just to use No ID for that. To use Dion to go out and do those beats, come on. Right, you know, the Bone style, that came, everybody was rapping like Bone, but still it was other hip-hop. So that thing came in and it went out like a fad. It came in for a couple of years, then it went away, and then other things started to develop from that. Because they didn't stay true to what their style was. They tried to blend and be everybody else. They started trying to make songs sounding like other people. Well, they oversaturated the public. And when you do that, people get tired of you faster. That's where the disconnect come in at with Prince and Michael Jackson. Though Prince is a perfectionist, he won't put out any music though. You see what I'm saying? Prince is a perfectionist, but he ain't gonna put out any music until, Michael Jackson won't put out any song unless it's totally done to perfection or to his approval. So you will get a Michael Jackson album like, you probably like 4 or 5. Prince will put out 4 or 5 albums of the year. A lot of people don't even know that when Purple Rain was out, right when it was out in its heyday, selling millions of records, he dropped Raspberry Beret. He dropped that whole Raspberry Beret and all of those songs right when Purple Rain was out. People didn't even know that. They was like, what is this? Where does this come from? And it was entirely different from Purple Rain. Because Prince as an artist had outgrew Purple Rain. He was been done, you know, the album had completed, so he was out of that fad. He was to like, no way, we need you to stay right here and make songs like this forever. And that ain't Prince. That Raspberry Beret album thing. It keeps lagging because for some reason. Nah, I'm in the hood right now, so a lot of people coming home from church. Metro. Nah. And that's the thing is, what people don't know is Future don't sound like that. He didn't used to sound like that back in the day. He used to sound normal and rap with bars. Like, there's a weird commercial of him and Cher together, and they trying to sing a song, and I'm like, this don't make any sense. This whole commercial is really off. Cher is like 85 years old, completely filtered. She looked like a cartoon. I don't know what business or construction they got going on, but they gonna have to leave your old boy Kev out of it. I didn't know what that was. That commercial was so jacked up. Oh, where I'm at in the hood, I'm on the south side, 87. '87th Street, south side. South side. Makes no sense. Because I got all these bars on my phone. Why would it be lagging? He must be talking about UFC. That was the funny thing. You know what's funny? Nobody talking about UFC 216. The best fighter in the world, who happens to be a brother, Demetrius Johnson, once again won by armbar submission in the last round. Nobody talks about him in the UFC because they say he's a smaller weight. He's dominated the entire class, the whole field. Nobody's talking about it. He's got the second longest reign, or he's tied it. He's tied every UFC record. He's ranked #1 in MMA history, and yet he passes all his drug tests. Oh man, you know what? What's crazy about the whole award show is that now they tell people if you finna win or if you finna lose. Like, When did that become the way to do things? Yeah, everybody out of church now, they going to eat. That's what you do in the hood. You go eat. Now, I'm going to be mad if I get to where I'm going and ain't no food here. Because I've been driving for like 2 hours. I just passed Cottage Grove, yeah, just now. Oh, this is crazy. This is like the back way I used to go to my ex. Yep, this is where I used to go. It's amazing how where you used to go and do stuff, and man, this is crazy. This is the way I used to go to her house. This is the way we used to go to the crib. I could take this and go right through my crib, but I have to go through Burnside. Go through the side. Yep. All that just to come up here to the rink. The skating rink. Who remembers the rink, baby? Chicago's finest roller skate center. The rink. Woo, boy. Some good old action was going on up in there. People would go in there and wouldn't even skate. They would just go in there and hang out. They would just go in there and hang out, and then they just started doing house music dancing. They just like, you know what? This used to be for where the little kids can come and practice their skating. They had a little facility. They just let that just turn into a whole breakdancing thing at night. People dancing, doing house music. I'm like, what is this? People coming up for that. They ain't even skating no more. This is my old barbershop there. That's the Harvey barbershop, the Harper Avenue on 87. That's where I used to get my hair cut. Used to have the finest fades. And I got Jimmy the Greek. Straight up. But what rappers y'all think or R&B artists need to get awards? You see, when I look at it, it's a little different because I've seen the R&B artists lose everything. Like, they've lost their complete identity. R&B artists used to be Luther Vandross, you know, Freddie Jackson, Keith Washington, Keith Sweat. You see, those guys didn't look like rappers. They didn't try to look like rappers. You know, they was like, look, we do R&B. This is what we do. We dress up in suits. We do this. We ain't trying to be rappers. That's not what we do. We dance, we do this and that. Our music is different. So what you stuck with is a whole bunch of R&B artists that's out here, and they're sounding like rappers, and they looking like rappers, and they talking about the stuff rappers talk about. They talking about stealing people's chicks and taking hoes, and you know, R&B used to be about class. They wouldn't even put profanity in their music. Now you got all these R&B guys cursing, and they trying to be rappers. And now they've lost their identity, that you can't tell R&B from rap. You can't tell none of it now. It has no identity. So now you put yourself in a situation where all of it's thrown out the window. Now you got your favorite R&B artist is Justin Timberlake. You got Justin Timberlake doing what you used to do. Singing black people songs. Songs that's written by black people for black people. They got you singing it. The 90s is when it started to blossom and fall. Yeah, well, I don't know what this dude was trying to accomplish. Or even where he was trying to go. But it ain't happening over here. I'm alert. Plus, I played the clerk. I got it laid out. Now, if you keep turning everywhere I'm turning, we're gonna have a conversation.